365 people here, and we need every last one of them. So I want to thank the crowd and the fans for, again, help us putting over the top on a great senior night. Wow, just an emotion-filled arena for a lot of reasons. That's an example of why I want to do senior nights after games. We were emotional. We were kind of all over the place at the beginning of the game. You give Temple tremendous credit. They're outstanding defensively, top 50 defensive team in the country. When I saw that we had 13 points with a few minutes to go, I was struggled with that a little bit. And 17 walking into the locker room was tough. I've talked to our guys about when we get backed into a corner and things aren't going our way and we have to make plays is when we come together, guys relinquish any feelings of having to do something that they shouldn't do. They lock into their roles, they lock into each other. There's less being on an island or bickering. They totally commit to it. So I asked our guys today afterwards, I said, what's it going to take for me to back you into a corner and make you feel that way before the game starts? Because if you look at it, it's pretty consistent for most of the year. That moment is when they step up and start playing the way we're capable of playing. And that puts Wichita second half, South Florida's last 13 minutes, tonight for a majority of the second half, offensive and defensive performance that will enable us to be really, really tough out if we can do that for 40 minutes. So that's what I told them. I do want to thank the seniors. It's great that Jaron and Trey kind of made those plays at the end the way they did. And I thought all the seniors tonight impacted the game. I'm certainly very proud of them.
And you fully expected Mamadou to have a career night?
Well, Mamadou's taking the next step. Before it was just energy in front of the 1-3-1 and getting and blocking shots and running the floor. Now it's turned into rebound the basketball, ball screen coverage, knowing the schematics of our schemes and understanding where to be, and finishing at the rim and making free throws. So, he's doing a lot more now because his game is growing. And it goes back to coaches can't give you confidence, performance gives you confidence. And he's performing, so he's playing with a high level of confidence, and I'm very proud of him.
At this point, Mamadou's shooting at a clip of about 80% from three. Would you consider him a three-point specialist?
Yeah, I'm glad he's shooting well, three-point line. I want him to continue to take good three-point shots.
We asked him if it feels like he's kind of figuring it out, because it seems when you just watch like it's clicking for him. Do you feel that way, whether in practice or in games like today?
I do, and that's a credit to him and the coaches putting the work in with him on a consistent basis, him wanting to be a willing learner. He's got a growth mindset. He wants to get better each and every day. Same thing I said before, when you stop concerning yourself with how much you play and concern yourself with how well you play, it's amazing what that can do for you. And he concerned himself about how well he would play instead of how much he would play, and then he'd get more minutes and more minutes.
Trey mentioned at some point in the second half when you're still down double digits but can start to feel some momentum, he almost feels like you guys are going to win. Do you feel that way?
Well, I'm glad they do. They should have a confidence level. Him and Jarrett, two of the winningest guys in program history, so they've earned it. They've earned the right to feel that confidence. I think we need to do that a little earlier in the game, though. Making sure that understanding in order to feel that confidence, you got to do certain things to get there, and we didn't do that at all in the first half.
What's the balance between this being exhausting and being encouraging? I mean, it feels like you guys are playing NCAA tournament games here for about a month now.
It's every night. I mean, it's exhausting. There's no question about it. At the same time, we don't play 82 of them. We're not a pro team. We play 30 of them. We get rest in between games. We get a chance to collect ourselves. But I think what it's done is it's gained a little bit of a callous to close games. It's coming. So there's a callousness to okay, we got to do it. Okay, we're down 15. Okay, let's come back and do what we need to do. I like to be playing from ahead and be playing, clear air a little bit, but we obviously don't do that.
Oh, okay.
How frustrating was it that middle part of the second half where it felt like you kept trying to make a push and then they would continuously have an answer before you got the threes from Keith and Javen to cut the three?
They would have an answer. They'd get to the foul line. They'd make a play. We'd miss a rotational block out. When you put yourself in a position, you limit your ability to make mistakes. You shrink the area to make mistakes. You don't have a lot to work with. And every mistake is really loud because at that point, you're playing from behind. So, we make the same mistakes throughout the course of the game. They're not as loud because we're either winning or it's close. When you're down like that, you can't do that.
The second consecutive timeout. You guys were up 60-59. There's a minute 37 left. They got a timeout than you did right out of that. What was the reason?
Because they went 4 guards, and we thought they won 4 guards, we weren't for sure. It was a matchup thing. We couldn't, with the lead, because we had the lead at the time, we couldn't go on the court and not have the right matchup, so I had to burn one, which is what I didn't want to burn one because I wanted to use it later on. But we had to burn one in order to get the right matchup. Had we not been up, I wouldn't have burned it.
The play, Trey, at the end. I mean, you've obviously talked a lot about what you think about him as a person and a player. And you said earlier in the season you don't believe in watershed moments, but do you believe in like moments like that?
Well, I mean, 10 seconds ago, they hit the 3. Great shot by him, great kick out. And we have no timeouts left, which, again, under 13, we go anyway. So we wouldn't use the timeout regardless in this situation. Broken floor situation, our best player gets to the rim, gets it up on the backboard. All you can ask for is a good shot, a good move, and then Trey was in position like he typically is. So, I mean, I've won games like that before, lost games like that before. It's kind of basketball. So, I mean, it's a big-time moment for us because we had to have. Gives you guys something to write about.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.